All right. Greetings, AC family. Welcome to another episode of the AntsCanada and channel. Now, today's episode is really special. Why? Because for the very first time, we are trying YouTube live. Yes. Hi, guys. Hello, everyone tuning in. Oh, you guys are tuning in now. This is excellent. Now, a lot of you guys have been requesting for us to do live stream of our ant colonies, and so this week we wanted to test out YouTube Live for the very first time. So thank you guys, thank you AC family who are tuning in to our first YouTube live session. Now joining me here is Andrew Smith, a very good friend of mine who actually also happens to be a GAN farmer for the Los Angeles area. Say hi, Andrew.
Hi.
Yeah, and he's going to guide us through all of these colonies. We are here checking out his ant colonies here in Santa Ana, California. And let me tell you, this is probably one of the most impressive ant colonies we have ever seen. Welcome, AC family. Welcome, guys. It's so great to see you guys tuning in on this glorious morning or evening, depending on where you are. And so this colony that you guys are seeing here, this is a Pogonomyrmex rugosus colony, correct?
Yes.
Yep. And it's so impressive. Look at this, guys. It's just basically your terrarium dirt setup. And what he's done here is he's filled dirt here, and then he's placed another container or an aquarium inside,
Yeah.
right? To force the ants to dig close to the glass. So, Andrew, why don't you tell us a little more about the colony?
Yeah, so it's got there's another container on the inside. So they got probably about a half inch of space.
Yep.
So they can dig around it. That way they don't go into the center.
Awesome.
And it's got it's got sphagnum moss inside of it.
Oh, okay, to make it look natural when you.
Well, no, that's because that holds the water. So,
Oh, I see. So it basically is kind of like a sponge, essentially,
Yeah.
like a natural sponge to keep the hydration in there.
Yep.
All right. So does the species like it moist, dry, or what's your hydration schedule here?
They're pretty dry because they're from the desert.
Awesome. Yeah. So these harvester ants are desert species, guys. And
They-
check out that over there.
Yeah, they've been carrying that wing around for like weeks now.
That's so funny.
Yeah, they're obsessed with it.
They've been carrying this beetle wing around for weeks.
I think
that-
that's the oldest colony I have right now too.
All right. So how old is this colony?
I think it's like 4 years old.
A 4-year-old colony. Wow, that's just amazing. And if you guys look here, they're eating a Pop-Tart piece and what is that? A gummy?
Yeah, it's like a gumdrop or something.
A gumdrop. See, guys, they love sugar, and you guys can feed your ants.
Yeah, they've been chewing on that thing for weeks.
Great. And I also see here crickets. They're eating some crickets. What else do you feed them? I'm assuming you feed them seeds as well.
Yeah, I give them seeds every once in a while, but mostly protein, crickets, roaches,
Awesome.
pretty much any insects. I just throw them in there.
Cool, great. All right, guys, I have a question. You guys tuning in. If I turn this landscape, does it turn it as well or what? Let me know. How do I turn that? Rotate device. No. Okay.
No,
It doesn't. So we'll have to do it this way then.
maybe it's because you started that.
Yeah. Whoops, guys. Sorry. I started the live stream
I always give people trouble for
at
doing that too.
portrait, so we're just gonna have to deal with this. It's actually okay because a lot of his formicariums are vertical. All right, so let's move on to another colony here. This here is this another species of harvester ant?
Yes, that's Californicus.
All right.
Pogonomyrmex californicus.
All right, so it's kind of a smaller species, and he's actually moving the colony from an old upright dirt nest to this new sort of cylindrical nest. And what's great about Pogonomyrmex that I love is that they can't climb up smooth surfaces very well. So he just literally sticks a tube in there, and these ants just travel up and through the tube. You don't have to worry about escapees. So yeah, this is the colony. They've built tunnels. Tell us a bit about this colony.
I had to put the tube. The only hole out of the old nest is down at the bottom, and I didn't feel like balancing it up on something, so I had to run the tube out, and I just spiraled it around, hoping that it wasn't too steep for them. So I spiraled it enough times, and they're able to make it all the way up.
That's
So
great.
they're able to move into it. All I want to do is get them out of that old setup so I can clean it out.
That's cool. I
It's
like it.
working.
And it's working. Yeah, that's right. All right, so let's move on to another colony here. Actually, let me show you his ant cabinets, which is impressive on its own. Look, there's one cabinet. Here's another. And then here's another. See all those ants? We're going to get through all of these ants in just a moment. For all of you guys tuning in, this is our very first AntsCanada YouTube live session. And we wanted to experiment with these YouTube live episodes because a lot of you have been asking for us to live stream our colonies. So this is kind of also a trial. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And thanks for all of you who have subscribed and who are part of the AC family officially. You guys rock. All right, so let's move on to this section here. Why don't you tell us about what you have here, Andrew? It looks like you're breeding crickets.
Yeah, this is mostly just storage and feeders.
Okay, so this is where he's breeding his food, you see?
Crickets and
Crickets and stuff. Yeah, he's got them all in sections there. Now, you also, I understand, you breed springtails. Why don't you tell us about that? Guys, check this out. So he's got some, not only does he clean his setups, but he also has a team of janitors, like biological janitors. And we're going to introduce you to springtails, guys, for those of you who have ants.
I haven't fed them in a while, so there's actually not very many in there.
Okay. All right. Do you guys see that? They're little tiny little insects. Those are springtails. And he releases these springtails into his formicariums, and they eat what? They eat the garbage?
I think they eat the mold, I think, that grows the fungus.
Right. Okay, so they eat the mold.
Yeah, I'll just sprinkle fish food or whatever in there, and
Wow.
and you never actually even see the mold grow because they eat it before it's
Wow.
you're gonna notice it.
See, guys, these springtails just eat the stuff that Andrew can't get at. That kind of grows from the garbage of the ants. Isn't that fascinating, guys? That is symbiosis. That's like captive symbiosis. So for those of you guys who have ant colonies, stick some springtails in the setups, and they'll do some cleaning for you. All right, let's move on to this huge cabinet here. What's up, guys? I see Pacholo, shout out to Caroline, Savage Kid. Oh man, you guys are leaving so many comments. Thank you. LSRD, what's going on? Auntie Liana, all of you guys, what's up? Lord Payne, I see you. The Dragonfire, JJ Creeper. Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout outs to all of you AC family who are tuning in now. All right, so let's start with down here. So what ant colonies do we have here, Andrew? I see they're dirt setups.
Yeah, this one here, this is a Pogonomyrmex magnacanthus.
Okay, magnacanthus. That's a very small species of
they're really small.
harvester
I don't know if they're the smallest. Maybe, I'm not really sure.
Okay.
But I know they're pretty small.
Very small.
They got really big eyes too.
Cool.
compared to most.
And then here?
That is Myrmecocystis mimicus.
Ooh, honeypot ants, guys. And I'll show you more honeypot ants in a
You
bit.
can see their little nest there in back in the corner.
Sweet. All right. And then this here, I see, is that wood?
Yeah.
You stuck in there?
That one's got made of wood.
All right.
It's Camponotus levagotus.
Awesome. Camponotus. Sweet.
One of the only wood nesting Camponotus around here. We've only got like 2.
In California.
I think, well, at least down here in Southern California.
I see.
I think Modoc is.
Okay.
I don't really see them down here.
Cool. Guys, you see this? This here is Myrmecocystis, honeypot ants. You see those red little bulbous gasters there? So this here is a species of honeypot ants. So they drink fluid, well, they're sweet secretions that you can see way back there. Andrew has some feeders, he's got red and blue, and they feed these repletes over here. All right, there you go. Yep. And the workers feed their repletes, and the repletes kind of just blow up full of this sweet sugar water, and they act as living storage. You know, for those of you who've seen our honeypot ant video, you'll see that it's a great way to deal with living in the desert when sometimes food is scarce, right? And so let's move on to the next one. Here we have, I believe this is Novomesser, right?
Yep.
Cool, a Novomesser species. When I was here, when was that? That must have been a couple months ago.
A few months back.
Yeah, a few months back. This colony was smaller, and now it's quite large.
Yep, still growing.
Still growing. We've got Varomesser here.
That
Okay.
one I accidentally killed a whole bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
But they're growing back pretty quick.
All right, so they're recovering.
Yep.
Cool. This is great. Now, all of these formicariums were homemade by Andrew here. So, Andrew, what are these setups? Like, what is this made of?
Well, they're made out of some containers that I just get from the container store.
Okay.
And then the actual nest part
Yeah.
that's cast out of resin.
Oh, that's resin. All
Yeah.
right. Wow. You're really crafty. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And then here we have what looks like Camponotus.
Yeah, that's Camponotus
Cool.
fragilis.
Fragilis. Interesting. You know, California has so many awesome species. The ant diversity is really just amazing.
Yep.
And I see here a huge Camponotus queen. Wow, she's big.
These are all the new ones I've already found this year.
Oh, you just caught this year?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
They're
so.
flying already?
Yeah, I think it's San Sabinus.
Oh, San Sabinus. Camponotus
Yeah.
San Sabinus.
And then the other two are, those are smaller. Those are
All right.
Clarithorax.
Wow.
A Myrmentoma subgenus, which is smaller.
That's pretty amazing. And look at that. Look at the hydration system. It kind of like there's a kind of a sponge wick that goes up to this top floor, which is, what is that like?
It's a tile. It's a little round tile right in the center.
Oh, it's a tile in the center. Wow,
Yep.
amazing. I also see more Camponotus up here.
Yep.
Wow, you caught a lot.
Yeah. Some of those are Quercicola, which is one of our other wood nesting.
Interesting.
The other of the only two.
That's so cool. See, guys, all of you out there who want to keep ants, you can start looking as early as now, depending on where in North America you are, because the queens are flying. Nuptial flight has officially begun in North America, and perhaps Europe too.
What is that? That's a Phenogaster.
Oh, this is a Phenogaster? Cool. So it looks like here you've got a sort of founding section and then an outside outworld section. And the bottom is made of what, hydrostone? Plaster?
Yeah, that has hydrostone.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's like, it's a type of plaster, but it's less likely to mold. Now, see, I'm looking carefully here. And if you see, look carefully, you see one of the springtails in there. See, he releases these springtails that do the cleaning.
Actually, that there is, that's book lice.
Oh,
you
you
see
use
there.
book lice too?
Yeah.
What?
Book lice, because they're good where it's dry.
Oh, okay, but springtails
So-
prefer it a bit moist, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
that way I have something for the dry parts and something for the wet parts.
See this here? This queen is currently, she's got brood. She's got brood there. Very nice. Now, all of these colonies, Andrew's housing, but are any of them for sale?
A lot of the new ones will be.
A lot of the new ones will be. So these queens here are for sale. For those of you in California, as you know, for our GAN project, if you're in US, we only allow exchanges within the state. So you have to be from California to buy these ants of Andrew. And that's just because we abide by the law. In US, you know, they can be really strict with crossing ant colonies across state borders. Okay, so why don't you show us what's here?
These are all new also.
All
New-
right.
new
Holy,
colonies.
these queens are huge. I had no idea you
they're
guys
pretty-
had.
San Sabinus is pretty big.
It's very big.
We have another species, and I'm not completely sure what it is, but it's a lot bigger than that.
Wow.
They're huge.
That is huge.
Yeah. That's Vicinus there.
All right.
There's just two of them right there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Camponotus
only two
vicinus.
Vicinus. Camponotus vicinus that I found. Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. You started early and you've got a lot of ants.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read all of your comments, guys, that are asking me to turn it landscape like this. I should have started that way. I don't know how to unlock it. Like it. I don't know. It's really bothering me too, guys. I'm sorry. It was my fault. Yeah. It'll have to be like this for now. But promise, next time these live streams will be a lot better now that we know what's going on. All right, guys, and I also wanted to show you this. Look at how innovative Andrew is. See the legs on these units? They're built to keep Argentine ants out. See that? Because he had an Argentine ant problem, and so he created these specialized legs with fluon on the inside. Oh, and it keeps the Argentine ants, the pestiferous ants, from entering his colonies. Why do they raid? Have you had ants raid in the past?
Yeah, there's such a problem here that I could come home from work and probably find half my colonies killed.
Oh man,
there'd be so many of them in here if they ever found my ants. I don't even want to know what it would be like if they found my ants.
Wow.
So
yeah,
hopefully that won't be happening.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to make that.
You should not be able to get over this.
All right, guys. Pretty cool, guys. So thank you, Andrew, for taking the time. For those of you who want to read up more about what Andrew does, and he's actually running an ant forum, correct? Called formiculture.com. So be sure to check out formiculture.com. He's got sections there on how to make these ant formicariums, and he's even selling them too. So
you could get there by going to antkeeping.com.
Antkeeping.com. Okay, even better.
A lot easier to remember.
Yeah, a lot easier to remember. All right, now I'm gonna do some shout outs, guys. What's up, JJ Creeper 43, Pope Francis, what's going on? Cam Banks, Fernando Molero, and Love Forever. Haitaka 123, what's going on? The Best of Games, Star Trek AG, we see you. Gil Greentoad, what's going on? Gil Greentoad says, who knew all these people loved ants? Yes, guys, ant love is really spreading. Even on this channel, we've got over 716,000 subscribers now. I don't know, I haven't checked. And really, the ant love has just been overwhelming. I remember when I first started this hobby, the community, especially in North America, was super duper small, which is why we started this channel in the first place. And then the reception, especially last year, has just been fantastic. Andrew, what are the colonies here?
Which ones?
In these little drawers, yeah.
It's just more.
Oh, more queens.
More new queens that I found.
All right. So guys, if you're collecting queens, I strongly suggest that you guys join the GAN project, just like Andrew here. Andrew collects queens, raises the starting colonies, and then we send him people who are looking for ants in California, and he basically meets them and then and sells them off. So it's kind of a cool way to make some extra cash doing the things you love, right?
Yep.
How many colonies do you collect usually a year?
Oh man, probably a couple hundred.
Wow, a couple hundred colonies a
maybe
year.
On average, maybe like 200.
200 colonies. That's crazy. Amazing. And guys, you can
Queens,
right? But then you farm colonies from them.
Start 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no matter where in the world you are, guys, if you need ants or if you want to sell ants, check out our website. It's under the Queen Ants for Sale section. It's called the GAN Project, the Global Ant Nursery Project, where we're essentially an Uber for ants. So if you need ants, we hook you up with ant farmers in your area to supply ants to you. And again, AntsCanada, we don't collect a single penny from those exchanges. Those are for you guys. We just are your vehicle. We're your hookups, your ant cupids, so to say. What's up? I see people from Brazil. William Marquez, what's going on? I see a Canadian anter, Zachary Liu. Thank you guys. Adam and the Ants, Ant Music, what's going on? Aaron J. Kabuling, thanks for tuning in. Crazy Phoenix, thanks guys for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. Do you guys have any questions for us or for Andrew, perhaps, that he can answer? Ooh, guys, we're taking a peek into this Myrmecocystis colony.
Get some light.
Ant love forever, everyone's home dog shade. Oh, wow. See that, guys? This is...
It's daytime, so they're not doing much.
Oh,
They're
I see them.
hanging out.
There they are.
They don't come out during the day.
So they're a nocturnal species.
Yeah.
That makes sense that a lot of desert ants would be nocturnal species because it's too hot during the day in the desert, I'd imagine, right?
Some of them are, yeah.
Look at, see that? They're just full of sweet secretion. The repletes, they're called. Imagine being appointed a replete. It's like, we anoint you to be a replete, and then you just kind of hang from the ceiling and everyone just feeds you till you grow to like a monstrous size to feed everybody else.
I just moved them in there and they dug so much dirt out that I gotta pull some of that out.
Ah, okay.
It's almost completely buried the feeders.
Ah, interesting. They
dug it out a lot.
And look how deep they dig. You see that, guys? This is very, very deep setup. Would you say this is what, less than a meter? About a meter high? That's
yeah,
great.
a little less than that.
See, guys?
It's almost a meter. Yeah.
Dirt setups do really well. And for those of you who have AntsCanada products, you can always add dirt into the setup safely, and if you want the ants to dig. But I know a lot of you like to see the action, so you prefer dirtless setups.
Yeah, it is hard to see them.
Yeah, and
they do well, but it's hard to see them.
exactly, right.
So.
And for those of you who are wondering about AntsCanada products, man, we have some surprises up ahead. In the next few months, we'll be releasing our brand new version of the hybrid nest, which is so much larger. I've actually debuted it on my other channel, on my vlogging channel. And we also are trying to improve our fulfillment process where we will be shipping quicker so that you guys get your stuff sooner. So we're all working that out. The support for AntsCanada in the store has been phenomenal, guys. I can't thank you guys enough. So we're just kind of trying to learn as we go and deal with all of the volume that's coming in. Thank you guys for using our products. Thank you guys for all the great reviews. We're reading all of your comments for those of you who have omni nests and hybrid nests. We love that your colonies are doing well in them. And again, you know, the ant keeping hobby is not just for people who can afford custom designed nests. Like, look at Andrew. He created this on his own using his tools and using his own craftsmanship. So we also do have a tutorial on how to make your own formicariums, so check that out on our channel. Our channel is not to sell and, you know, sell ant farms, but it's really to promote ant keeping and ant love and appreciation for ants. That's the soul of our channel and of the AC family, right, guys? All right, so thank you so much for tuning in to our very first live stream here on our YouTube channel. Thanks so much for the support, and we hope you guys continue to watch our ant videos. We've got some great videos coming up. I'll be back in Manila this week, and we'll be filming our favorite ant colonies. Thanks for the support, guys. It's Ant Love Forever. Bye!